Good afternoon and welcome to Just News on Monday, March the 1st. I'm David Stevenson.
And I'm Charlotte Chelsom. The headlines.
Thousands of school children across South Yorkshire are finding out which secondary school they've got into.
Hundreds of Sheffield Council workers could lose their job in the next 5 years.
And the wraps come off one of Sheffield's most iconic buildings.
Anybody with a 10 or 11-year-old child will know that today is National Offer Day. Children across Sheffield are finding out what secondary school they've got into. But with high competition for places, many have been left disappointed. Kai Wang has more.
These kids are already settled and happy in their secondary schools. Today, many other children discover where they will be going come September. But some have been disappointed and haven't been offered a place in their first choice of school. Tapton School is the most oversubscribed in the city. There were 349 applications for just 226 places.
Of the first choices, obviously, a lot were disappointed. The ones that sadden me most are 9 youngsters who were not offered a place, whose brothers and sisters already come to this school. And that's the difficulty for us. And then, of all the other categories, 98 people were refused. Now that's a lot of disappointed people, and it makes you sad that they're not getting what they believe is a good education for their youngsters at Tapton School.
With the closure of the city's smallest secondary school, Abbeydale Grange, the total number of available places has dropped by 150. It means that 4.8% of children didn't get into any of their 3 choices. That's 250 children currently without their places of choice, but parents are being told not to worry.
Talking to their children and assuring them that, they will go somewhere and it will be all right, and, to be positive about what they are going to get, because it may turn out that they get something that's perfectly acceptable.
Come September, the council says every child will be guaranteed a place, even if it's not their first choice.
Hundreds of council jobs in Sheffield could be under threat in the next 5 years. A BBC survey covering the budget plans of 49 councils around the country found out about the expected spending cuts. Benjamin Easel has more.
Sheffield City Council has not confirmed the numbers yet, but if they were true, it could mean severe cuts on public services. It looks like up to 1,000 workers at Sheffield City Council could lose their jobs in the next 5 years. This comes with an estimated £18 million savings plan. The details of the plan are not clear yet, but it looks like libraries could well be affected. The spending cut will be necessary because councils in England are expecting less funding from the central government in the next years, a result of the current recession. And most Sheffielders are not happy about the plans.
I think that's a real shame, I really do, and I think I'd be concerned about a number of different services that would just make the gap between rich and poor greater.
Well, it'll affect everyone in Sheffield, but perhaps we've had too much public spending in the past, so maybe now we can't afford to keep so many people employed in the public sector.
I think it's very wrong. I'm a member of the Unison Union, and I think that the council's responsibility is to the people who live here and work here, and they should take a long-term rather than a short-term view of this, and they are responsible for keeping people in work in the long term.
But with a general election and local elections due in a couple of months, spending decisions in the next financial year will be even tougher. Benjamin Eisel, Just News.
The Prime Minister's outlined plans to tackle antisocial behaviour. Gordon Brown has defended Labour's record on crime. In a speech this morning, he said crime's fallen since the party came into power in 1997. However, he's admitted the fear of crime is still an issue, which he says will only be solved with more officers on our streets. Supermarket giant Tesco has announced plans to expand its largest Sheffield store, creating over 200 jobs. The store on Abbeydale Road will nearly double in size by adding a second floor in order to increase sales. There will also be an extra 200 parking places. Tesco says it will be able to stock a wider variety of products. People will be able to see what the store will look like when plans go on show later this week.
The Yorkshire Ripper, Peter Sutcliffe, is asking the High Court to tell him how much longer he must serve in prison before being considered for parole. Sutcliffe, who was arrested in Sheffield, was given 20 life sentences in 1981 on 13 counts of murder and 7 counts of attempted murder in Yorkshire and Greater Manchester. There's increasing concerns for Britons feared missing after the earthquake in Chile. 2 British couples are among those who have not yet contacted their families. The earthquake, with a magnitude of 8.8, has so far killed more than 700 people and affected millions more. The Foreign Office says it's contacted around 100 Britons, but they know of no UK casualties. The wrapping is finally coming off one of Sheffield's best-known landmarks, the University Arts Tower. For the last few months, the tower has been covered in plastic sheeting as part of a £15.5 million refurbishment project. The Grade 2 listed building is being revealed from the top down over the next 6 months. Work began in January 2009 to improve the outside and inside the building and extended its life by 30 years. The project will be complete by September.
I think it looks pretty good, don't you, Dave?
To be honest, I don't think it looks any different.
And the weather. It's going to be mostly clear through the night, with temperatures remaining just above 0.
That's all from Just News. Join us again tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.